porfa cabrón, soy un Sancho King. Así que dale, y despacito, porque lo mueve, pero muy rico. Así que dale, y despacito, porque lo mueve, pero bonito.
¿Qué onda, mi gente? Welcome back to Sancho Fantasy. Today, I'm going to go over waiver wires. I'm going to make it short, simple, and concise. You guys are busy. I'm busy. I just got off work. I'm going to make it to the point because my thought process when I'm picking up players off waivers or where I'm going to have to use fab or waiver priority, not all of them are worth a pickup at that point. Some of them you can wait after waivers, and then if they're there, perfect. Take a look. How I do my tiers is based on a green, yellow, orange, or red tier. Greens are your automatic must pick up starters automatically. I'm talking about your Christian McCaffreys, Dalvin Cooks, Adams, the Lamar Jackson, all those guys. The yellow tier is you temper some expectation because something's off about them. And what I mean by that is they're just not in a good offense, or they are, injury prone. So they're going in with an injury already. So something might happen to them during the game, or they just may disappear. Or just a low floor, no high ceiling type scenario. For example, here I would have the Deontay Johnsons, the James Robinson right now, unfortunately. Actually, he's lower. I'll explain to the next year. I'm also talking about, for example, you guys, sorry, I heard someone. So I'm also thinking here in this tier with the Matt Ryans, the Ryan Tannehill, unfortunately. So these players that are like iffy, I like to have my roster typically in, obviously who doesn't, right, in the green tier, and minimize the yellow, and I try to avoid the orange. The orange is where you get the floor. You put this player in an emergency. You got no hope. You have no depth. Unfortunately, somebody got injured, and you have to put these players, and you're just looking for a high ceiling. But the bad thing is they will also rescue a lower floor. I'm talking about 0 points to 5 low floor to up to like 15, possibly to 30. I may be exaggerating a little bit, but essentially that's this floor. This is the McCall Hardman area. The what's his name over there in Baltimore? Marquise Brown used to be. He's actually okay this year, but no, an injury is about to happen. Also like the Naheem Hines of the world, all these scat backs essentially. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys. Again, I'm sorry, I already rattled off, but and then the orange tier, or the red tier, is the players I just avoid at all costs. They don't belong on a team. They don't belong on your bench. But some of us may have to. This also could be like the league winning players. I'm talking about the Tony Pollards, the Tony Jones Juniors, the AJ Dillons of the world, or the wide receivers as well, or like Brian Edwards, the Terrence Marshall with the Carolina Panthers. I think he's coming up soon. But again, this is week 3 waiver wires. I want to go over a few of them. Not all of these are worth the pickup, guys. Again, if you're in dire need, super dire need, and you need a running back, my suggestion would be Sony Michel for this week, because Henderson, I don't think he's going to play. He's injured. I think it has to do with his ribs. It's just not a good sign. So Sony Michel, maybe that guy up. Be worried though. There might be a committee But who knows, right? This is I just don't want any of these guys really. Tony Pollard, but also be wary. Obviously, he's sharing the field with Ezekiel Elliott. You don't want that. But these are guys in an emergency. The other guy I wanted to go over was James White. James White is actually showing off this couple last games. He's also in a committee. I try to avoid these committees. However, in PPRs, he's good so far until he shows otherwise. JD McKissick, again, not high on him. He's always going to be that reception type of scat back, and that's all he brings to the table essentially. These are all guys that might be hit and miss. Cordero Patterson, they're using him, but again, he got lucky with 2 touchdowns. If he didn't get those 2 touchdowns, who knows? It might have been just this week. So be wary about him. If you got room, pick up the backups. If you got like a spot, pick up the league winning running backs like AJ Dillon if he's available, which I'm pretty sure he's not. I've seen Tony Jones Jr. available in some leagues, so maybe him. Alexander Madison, I don't think he's good, to be honest, but the usage will be there when not if, when Dalvin Cook gets hurt. Pick him up if you're really in dire need. Who else? Gaineswell as well. Looks like he's gonna be good after Sanders goes down soon. I mean, I won't say soon, but it's a 17-game season, and he's never shown otherwise that he's healthy throughout a whole season. So Gaineswell, pick him up. All right, wide receivers. Let's go. So Randall Moore. If you're in dire need, for sure, like I am. I'm on one team. My 2 starting wide receivers got hurt. Deontay Johnson and Jarvis Landry. Jarvis has been healthy, you guys. Like, you guys sleep on this guy so much. I believe this is the first time he's going to miss at least 3 weeks, a game, maybe in 7 years. So he's always been healthy. Now everybody wants to, chingadera out of here. No, it's Jarvis Landry. He's the real number 1 there. So, unfortunately, that's the case. I don't recommend anybody there yet. Still has to see how it plays out. But Rondale Moore is a guy I'm definitely aiming for to see if I can get him. I have need an emergency. I think Robbie Anderson is a other wide receiver, but he's been unfortunately back to the Jets. Robbie Anderson, where he's gonna be a boomer bust. Again, that orange tier. And the other guy I have in that league, I believe, is Marvin Jones. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Marvin Jones. I have Marvin Jones. Those would be my starting wide receivers right now. So I need to find somebody else as backup. The other guy I wanted to go over, well, I already said Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney, he's in that orange tier. He just has like a little safe floor, but he hasn't proven that he can go off at all. But he's not in the red. He's still usable, but he hasn't proven anything yet. So, again, these are emergency guys. If you can avoid and save your fab, do it. Not worth it. Again, Randall Moore, if you actually do need it. The other guy, the wide receivers from New York, Sterling Shepard and Slayton. Sure. If you need, again, immediate help, but don't be surprised if they bust. Daniel Jones has been playing great, to be honest, but it's due to his running, but also, we've seen this before. Does amazing, and then just craps the bed like multiple times. Yeah, so just be aware when you get these guys. Don't expect a long-term, long season solution. The other guy that I wanted to talk about, Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick, he's in that yellow zone as well. I like him like as a flex. However, due to someone, so the way I look at it, I think I elaborated this in another video. What I consider a wide receiver 1 or RB1 are players that score 15 and up, on average, 15 and up. What I consider a wide receiver 2, I don't really believe in that, because your 2 starting running backs and your 2 wide receivers should be players getting 15 and up. The running backs, the flex are players that get you 10 to 15, in my opinion. Ideally though, and I've had this happen in previous years where it's like a few weeks that does happen, where my running backs score 20 and up, ideally. My wide receivers score 20 and up. I'm a heavy running back, so I always have a running back for the most part on my flex. They give me 20 and up. Wide receivers 20 and up. This is ideal. But we all know this doesn't happen anymore. There's just too many committees and inconsistency, etc. Tight ends, you want a 10-point tight end, 9, whatever, is right there. Kickers the same, and defenses, you want about 10. And but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna elaborate and I'll show you my teams as I go throughout the season. The other guy that came out of nowhere was this guy called KJ Osborne from Minnesota. Don't pick him up. It was probably a 1-game thing. He's gonna be a hit and miss. He's in that orange, low orange. I think this was just a one-off game. Justin Jefferson, I don't think he's done. If I remember correctly, he hasn't done nothing. So, yeah, it's just an emergency. If you want to put him on your bench, so any of these guys, you just want to pick them up, put them on your bench, go ahead. If you're already in the back of, just keep that in mind. You're not going to start many of these. Henry Ruggs, I think we've seen this before. He's going to be flaky boomer bust. He's in that red to me. He had a yellow type of game for me this week, but he belongs in the red. There's nothing impressive. The other guys that might be available, Christian Kirk, we've seen this. He's inconsistent as they come. Don't waste your fab on this guy. I'm sorry, I'm breathing kind of hard, huh? It's this mask. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm almost done. If I see anybody, I would obviously reach out. So quarterbacks. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize. I was high, well, semi-high, and I did say like top 12-ish. Quarterback would be Matt Ryan, but he's just been not good and consistent that whole offense. Now, he did improve, obviously, this week, but nothing to talk about. I want to see at least, if I do ever need him again or pick him up, I want to see at least the 18 to 24-point games from him. If at that point in time I do need a quarterback, I may pick him up, but it's not worth it. You can drop him if you have him. He better be on your wire. Now, out of nowhere, Daniel Jones has just popped off. And again, I'm going to elaborate that it's a risk. We've been here before. He's showing you that he can play well. He can do a lot of things. He can run and all this, but for how long? It's too inconsistent. You don't want that unless you have an emergency. He's on fire. Sure, I may take a risk. my quarterbacks right now on my leagues are Ryan Tannehill, Dak Prescott, which just didn't do nothing, nada. And Herbert, which I don't know what it is with me in quarterbacks. They just don't show up. You would think Dak and Herbert at least would be consistent, 20 and up. It's only me, my luck. All right, the other guy I wanted to talk about was Kirk Cousins. On a non-paid lead where I drafted players I missed on, I have him. Great stack with Justin Jefferson, but Justin hasn't done anything impressive thus far. But Kirk Cousins in a pinch, sure, he's safe right now. He's playing okay, In previous years, I've picked him up. He hasn't done anything. And then, I'm sorry, he would do good, pick him up. I play him and does nothing. Him, Baker Mayfield fall in that same category of just chingaderas, which is crap. Derek Carr as well. You put all those, but somehow this year, so far they've been playing pretty good. Derek Carr is in there right now, just killing it. The whole Raiders team is finding ways to win. So if you need emergency players, that'd be okay. The other guy, Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater has surprised me as well. He's typically an avoid for me. Typically, I would consider him just the bottom, like an orange, reddish type of player. But so far, he's been in the greenish borderline, yellow borderline. He's been consistent save about 18 to 20 points or so, PPR. And then, so he's got the weapons. He's using them correctly. He's safe. So sure, I'll take a look. But honestly, I wouldn't waste waiver priority on these guys unless they once they clear. Go ahead, check them out. The other guy doing pretty well is Sam Darnold. Just he's got too many weapons. Good weapons. McCaffrey is just a PPR machine like that. He's safe as well so far. So keep that in mind. Let me see what else. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger, if you got him, just drop him. That whole offense is so awful, man. It's not even funny anymore. It hurts to watch them play with at least Deontay is being targeted, but man, it's so hard. For one, that offense is hard to watch. Try to move down the field. Two, Najee Harris is, I don't know what it is, if it's offensive line, but he already is not that fast as is. He's just a big back, and from what I've seen so far, it's really hard for him to move the ball down the field. I may consider trading him. I am going to trade him, actually. I'm going to see if anybody's willing to take him. I know he's a rookie, don't get me wrong, guys. And some of these struggles are expected. But it's just so hard. If I keep losing, I think I got Najee. Okay, no, where I got Najee, I'm 1-1. If things keep going okay, or if I can upgrade to another running back, I will trade him. Because that offense is horrible. I hope you guys drop Big Ben. Okay, kickers. Well, Yang Ku has been crapping the bed, man. But he will come up just in time. In a matter of time. So I'm glad I didn't draft him. I'm glad people took him a little earlier. But then again, none of the other kickers have been doing that well. The one, McPherson, I was high on. Dude looks like a natural, 100%. The talent's there. The team isn't. That offense, oh my God. You would think they're going to do amazing after game one. You're thinking they're swinging, passing, great. Mixon is running like he's supposed to. Again, I'm high on him. I'm gonna see if I can trade for him. Just doing amazing things, but they can't do anything if the kicker can't do anything if the offense doesn't get them into field goal range. Anyway, Matt Gay is safe. That high power offense, if he's out there and you want solid 9+ points a week, pick him up 100%. Daniel Carlson from the Raiders. Dude, I think is going to be the next Young Ho Koo for the season. Came out of nowhere. That Raiders offense, at least the kicking portion of it, just came out of nowhere. And I think he's got he's the number one kicker, I believe, so far. And yeah, safe, solid. Pick him up for sure. The other guy I wanted to go over was let me see. My laptop is not working like I wanted to, so I do apologize. Oh yeah, and tight ends, guys. It's just shit. Excuse me. Crap show. Just nothing to talk about. Nick Folk from the New England Patriots as well. Pick him up if you got if you just have if your kicker's not doing anything. He's second overall right now. Dustin Hopkins with that. Oh no, he did okay. Yeah. So he's okay. Just expect a little setback as well there with Henneke. But actually, with Henneke, the kicker might be better. I don't think Henneke is going to get you down to the red zone. So that means it's going to be field goals. Yeah, actually. In a pinch, top 10, 100%. Graham Gano. This might have been just an outlier. No, I mean, it is an outlier. 22 points in a one game. But I don't think he's part of the Giants. This is what I'm getting to. So it's going to be a lot of inconsistencies. Just a heads up on that. Zerline, I'm pretty sure somebody's got him. McManus, sure. It's actually been okay. Greg Joseph, nah. Robbie Gold, safe as well. They don't really have an offense over there. But yeah, that's about all the guys that I really wanted to talk about on that. And then tight ends. Just pull up. And I'm sorry about all these angles. I'm gonna. My goal, eventually, is to have a setup. Right now, I'm just recording on my phone, but eventually, I want to be able to have a microphone, nice setup, desk setup, I guess, and then screens, so I can share with you what I'm showing or what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my laptop's acting up. But essentially, obviously, if you have Kelsey, you're good. Waller, you're good. What is the other guy? Oh my gosh. So that's like the green tier. This is like the upper, I guess, echelon guys. And then in the yellow is where I put Hawkins and Fant. Only because of the injury risk. But they're doing good. Logan Thomas is safe. Gronkowski is doing amazing. Actually, you can put him again, but he's injury prone, so he's in that yellow phase. Robert Tonyan, he's still being used, so he's in the yellow. Who else? Everybody, it's a crapshoot, to be honest. At that point, when you guys do look at your waivers, look for the tight ends who are actually still being targeted. They might not have caught the ball. Might have been just a bad pass, or they might have just dropped the ball, but they're still getting targeted. So look for those tight ends and just hope for a touchdown. That's all I can really tell you right now. They're not worth, or they may be worth a shot in the waiver priority, but not right now. They're just, I don't recommend it. The guys that I went over, again, I don't recommend unless you're like really tight and need help. What I like to pick up again is guys that are gonna win me the league. Unfortunately, some injuries happen, and you do need pickups sometimes. With that being said, join me on Thursday. I'm gonna go ahead and do a actually, I'm gonna start doing lives, but Thursday I'm still gonna make like a short video. It might just be a shorts video where I'm gonna talk about immediate starts and sets. Now, I'm gonna start doing live streaming to help you guys out. Start sit, who I would play, and my thought process behind that, and now the guys that I'm avoiding. And then also follow me on Instagram, Sancho Fantasy Football all together. I'm gonna put updates as well as far as my team, and or players that for some reason are out. I'm gonna share it there. Just a quick picture update, and people that you might want to replace them with, etc. I like the YouTube shorts though. I'm just straight and simple and to the point. With that being said, that is all, man. Thank you for joining me. Por favor, cuídense. Take care of yourself. Good luck with your teams. And if you have any questions, put them on the comment section. 100%. I want to be able to help you guys out. But at the same time, I'm just going over like things that I see. But your vision or your from your view is gonna be different, right? You might need different type of help. And running backs right now, it's a crapshoot as well. They haven't done much. Only a handful that actually are reliable at this moment. So I'm gonna keep talking and updating. With that being said, thank you for joining me. Gracias. Like, comment, and subscribe again. Y hasta la próxima. Adiós.
Certified cabrón, soy un Sancho King. Así que dale, y despacito, porque lo mueve. Pero muy rico, así que dale, y despacito, porque lo mueve.